Hey guys, what's up? I'm Shin0525 coming at you with another video. And today's video, I finished another game that I want to talk about, and that game being Spy Drops. This is a modern indie release. It just came out this year, and it's a game that actually caught my eye a while ago. I remember seeing the trailer on Steam, I think it was. And what's so cool about this game is it's basically a game that's trying to be Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation 1. So like the visuals of this game look very PlayStation 1 with low poly models, low quality textures, like those low crunchy like PS1, and like the whole game is trying to kind of recreate those like chunky, blocky like PlayStation 1 graphics, and it looks fantastic. I absolutely love the look of this game. And honestly, I ended up really liking this one. It's a shame that like not many people have played it. And funny story, the fact that like not many people know about this game is I think it was on the very first like story mission, or the second story mission, where I got up to a part where I didn't know what to do. And I was playing the mission long enough where I just decided to like pause the game. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna have to like look up a walkthrough. And like the game was either like so new and so unknown, there was no walkthrough or anything. I actually had to spend time to figure it out. Basically, what the puzzle, like what you had to do was you had to get this drone, and I wasn't aware you could pick up items with a drone and then like drop them off so you can pick them up. I wasn't aware you could do that. But then once I figured out how to use the drone and how to pick up items, I solved the puzzle. Like, oh, this is what I was missing. I wasn't aware I could do this. And then once I did that, I was able to kind of like beat the rest of the game. Really didn't hit any hiccups. But I really did enjoy this game. And one thing that I really liked about it was its mission-based structure. So basically the way this game works is it really does play like Metal Gear, where you're sneaking around, you can crawl, you can like grab guys like guards from like behind and then like choke them out or interrogate them, and then you have to like hide their body in like a dumpster or a locker. Again, it's like Metal Gear Solid 1 in both like gameplay and looks. But one thing I really did like about this game was the fact that it had like a mission-based structure. So basically the way it's set up is you do the first mission and then you get put into this like long like mission list where you got a bunch of like randomly generated missions, and during those missions you have to like you use this item called the dream catcher, and basically what you need to do is you need to steal information from the guards you knocked out with the dream catcher, and then once you steal enough information from these like randomly generated missions, then the next story mission unlocks. So it's like once you got like 60 points, you got the next story mission, and you could do the next story mission. And that's the kind of way the game progresses, is you just do these like randomly generated missions until you get enough points to do a story mission, and then you just rinse, recycle, repeat until you beat the game. And it has a really nice flow to it, and the thing that I like the most about it is with the randomly generated missions, they're really short, and it's just a really fun pick up and play type of experience. Because there's sometimes when it's like I want to play like Metal Gear again, where I want to like sneak around, hide in a box, and like choke out a guard and like dodge around like cameras and things like that. But I don't want to play through the entire game of Metal Gear Solid. So Spy Drops is a really good like substitute for that. So like if you ever get the knack to like want to go back and just play like the good parts of like the first Metal Gear, you could just load up Spy Drops and play like a randomly generated mission, and you pretty much like it scratches that itch. But I think that's where like the true strength of this game comes from, and it's really like well done. Again, I love the like art and the visuals of it. It's super good. Story's pretty good too. It's not like super in-depth, but it is pretty cool. There is some like plot twists. You do start to question your loyalties like halfway through the game. It's fun. You can tell they really tried to make like a Metal Gear Solid story. My biggest hope for this game is it does well enough that they make a sequel, and I hope for the sequel they get even more ambitious with it. They go even further and try to make an even bigger game. But what I want them to keep in mind is I would love to see for a sequel for this game, for them to make like a full-on like Metal Gear Solid game, but do it where like you have like save points and then have like an overarching story that's like, again, like the first Metal Gear Solid game, but then have at these save points you can do the randomized missions to like either earn points or whatever, or just to like just screw around. Sometimes you don't want to play like a big story game, and having these like smaller bite-sized like little missions you can do is really fun. So again, I think Spy Drops is a very good game. I definitely recommend picking it up, maybe if you want to get it on sale. I know it might not be everyone's cup of tea because of the way the game looks. Again, I love that like PlayStation 1 style look to it and aesthetic it has. I think it looks great. Gameplay is pretty good too. Again, it's a lot of like RNG missions, and you got like the few story missions. But overall, it's a pretty short game. But I did want to make this video talking about it. Check out Spy Drops. I recommend it. I had a lot of fun playing it. It's out on like Steam, and I got it on Switch, and so it's probably out on like PS4, PS5, things like that. So it's probably out on all modern consoles. So definitely go check it out. Spy Drops, really fun game. The people that made the game, you did a great job, and I can't wait to see what you do for a sequel. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, thanks, bye. Later.